Hi, this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Welcome to Job Search Radio.
Are you looking for a new job or interested in leveling up? Job Search Radio is your go-to resource for insider tips on job hunting and growing your career. Here's your host, Jeff Altman.
This is Job Search Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. And this is episode 436 of the show. I started off being called the Big Game Hunter back in my time doing recruiting when I used to hunt down leaders in staff organizations. In my career doing search, I filled more than 1,200 full-time positions, plus a bunch of consulting assignments as well, all over the U.S., like 49 out of 50 states, plus areas of Canada. And on this show, I talk about, well, the title's a little quirky, Run Your Race. I explain what I mean by that term, and I think it's a very important one because the system is one it becomes very easy to caught up in the momentum and the flow. You'll also hear me reference myself as a recruiter on this show. I recorded this originally as a video, and it was done a couple of years ago, and the material's evergreen. No issue with the material, other than I mentioned a service called blab.im, which has since shut down. Good show, good theme, hope you like it, and now let's get going. Now, when I think of job hunting, frankly, it's like walking into a casino for most of you and sitting down at the tables. You don't know the rules, and thus you're easy pickings for the casino. Even if you do know how to play the rules, most of the time, the casino's going to make money on you no matter what. So understand the way job hunting is stacked right now. You're playing a game that's rigged against you. So what can you do? Well, obviously you can refuse to comply, but you'll eventually get chewed up by the system. You can refuse to comply by refusing to apply for a job through an applicant tracking system until you've spoken to a hiring manager. Easy way to do it on your own. But the real thing is about attitude. See, the attitude that you've been instilled with is the one of being the compliant employee and fitting in and doing what's demanded of you every step along the way to the point where you're a little cube and you're being fitted in amongst other cubes. In job hunting, ideally, from your vantage point, it's best to learn what the rules are and then play your own game. I'll give you an example from sports. Football teams, basketball teams, baseball teams, there are lots of set plays that are involved. There are all sorts of situations that they practice in order to be able to put themselves in the position to execute the basic game plan, right? But there's a lot of creativity and originality within those frameworks. So you need to find the place where organizations respect you and your unique way of doing things. If you want to be a drone, by all means, do it. You can, have, messages piped into your head all day about being compliant, doing what your work, what's demanded of you. Shut up and do what we tell you, and don't have any original thought. Or you can do things in your particular way and be sought out by firms. You see, LinkedIn is one of the greatest tools that we have in our modern times because it allows firms to reach out to you and for you to call more of the shots. Remember, they're hunting for talent. If they want a person to fit into a box, that doesn't mean you want to fit into a box, does it? So I want you to think in terms of a race. And the race is, the finish line is the end of your career. How do you want to run that race? Do you know, what could happen along the way? Do you know between where you are now and the finish line, how to get there? If you don't, you need to learn real quickly. I'll give you an example. I was doing an online coaching call on blab.im last night. It's on YouTube. No BS coaching, play your game big. It's the first one with that title. There'll be more coming up. But, at the end of the day, this person wanted to move in a direction in their career a little bit different than the obvious path. And I spoke about informational interviews. He said, yeah, I had one scheduled. I said, how about 5? How about 10? because you can't just take one person's viewpoint for how to get to the finish line. And even if their viewpoint is right, maybe it isn't right for you. One thing I've learned over the course of years in in recruiting is that everything works in job search. Never works as well as we would like or as often as we would like. But at the end of the day, everything works. Well, you may get turned down for a bunch of jobs, but eventually you'll find one that really fits you and fits your drive and fits your ambition and fits the kind of career goals that you have. Run the race your particular way. Don't worry about what recruiters like me might tell you. I don't really do that kind of nonsense like most of them do, but a lot of recruiters will tell you, you're doing it all wrong. Terrible mistake you're making. Is that going to make a fee? Your job isn't to make the recruiter the fee. Your job isn't to make the corporate recruiter happy. Your job is to make yourself happy. Don't sell out your own ambitions for what a company wants. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few ways to hire me to help you with your job search. First of all, let me just start by saying I no longer do recruiting. So I'm not here to help place you in a job or help find the job for you. However, if you're interested in my coaching you, critiquing your resume and or LinkedIn profile, help you with your networking, prepare you for interviews, help you with negotiation, a whole host of services. Visit thebiggamehunter.us. Use the tabs on the top. Place an order with me. I'd be very happy to help you. I also want to say that, there's a lot of great information at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read. It's the best of my content to help you with your search. Now, all of my stuff is at thebiggamehunter.us, but people tell me that it's overwhelming. If you want my best, visit JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. I'll be back soon with more. In the meantime, have a great day. Take care.
If you would like to have Jeff give you advice about your job search, you'll love JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. This site has all of Jeff's books and guides to job hunting available free. The ability to have Jeff answer your questions, plus podcasts and videos that'll help you with all the different parts of a job search, including writing a winning resume and cover letter, great answers to interview questions, how to negotiate effectively, whether you want an easy way or want to get tough, plus a community of people like you who you can get advice from. The site again is JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com.